Hello friends, in today's video we will talk about rosebud grafting. Rose grafting is done at the beginning of the winter season when the cold weather is starting. It can also be done at the beginning of the spring season when the temperature is moderate. Rose grafting can be done at temperature ranging from 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. The temperature is between these two is ideal. For the grafting, the root stock onto which the grafting is done should be from a wild rose. Two main methods are used in rose grafting. The first is eye budding and the second is tea budding. Both methods are widely used, but in today's video, we will cover tea budding. In tea budding, we need to make a T-shaped cut in the root stock. While making the cut, you need to be careful to cut only through the bark without damaging the woody part underneath. After making the tea cut, you need to loosen the bark so that the bud can be easily inserted. The bud for grafting can be taken from a rose plant of your preferred variety. Choose the variety you like and want to propagate. The buds should have a slight bulge. Selecting such a buds increases the chances of success because they are already in their growing phase. To ensure the bud fits well into the root stock and to get quick grafting results, remove the woody part from the back of the bud. Doing this will allow the bud to adhere properly to the root stock, where you have made the tea cut, resulting in successful grafting and preventing failure. After inserting the bud, cut off the extra part of the bud that is sticking out. Then tie it tightly with a flexible plastic material to create an airtight seal. No air or water should be able to enter. Do not cover the bud itself. Tie the plastic securely above and below the bud. After grafting, place the plant in a semi-shaded area. If the weather is very cold, be sure to cover it with plastic from above. Grafting at the beginning, and you won't need to cover it with plastic from above, as this is the time when roses naturally begin new growth. Regarding watering, you should water this plant just like you would any other plant. The care and maintenance are also the same as for other plant. Water it when the topsoil dries out. Loosen the topsoil and start feeding it 1 and 1.5 months after the grafting is successful. This is the first update after 20 days. Now that new growth has started on the bud, we will cut off the part of the plant above the graft so that all the plant's energy can be directed to the grafted branch. Friends, this is the second update is 23 days later. The leaves have started to open. The third update is 31 days later, which is 1 month after the grafting. Since the grafting has been successful, we will now remove the plastic wrap from the graft. The fourth update is 58 days later or 2 months after the grafting. We can now start feeding the plant. We can begin with a handful of cow dung manure and then increase the dosage as the plant grows older. For inorganic fertilizers, you can start by adding a quarter teaspoon of NPK 126010. Similarly, you can increase the dosage later as the plant grows and matures. Do not apply cow dung manure and NPK fertilizer at the same time. Maintain a gap of 15 to 20 days between applications. Friends, if you see any new growth below the grafted portion, be sure to remove it, as it belongs to the wild rose rootstock. Only allow the grafted portion to grow. If you found this video useful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.